So take a look at your homework. Take a look at your homework, which was page 3132, right? And let's see what kind of questions we came across. What kind of questions did you come across? Yeah. So number 6 says this one. Is that it? Oh wait. This is a 5, isn't it? Right. That's a 5. Sorry about that. All right. First thing I would do is I don't really like having the n on the wrong side, so I'm going to just flip my entire equation over. So I'm going to rewrite it to be this. Is that okay? Does that make sense so far? Yeah. So n over 8, how are those being held together? How are n over 8 being held together? Division, so I need to undo it by multiplying. So that gives me, those cancel. N is greater than 40. All right? So watch this. Where am I going? Where's it pointing to go? Where am I starting? 30. Is it an open dot? It's an open dot, right? Yeah. It's going this way. So if this is 40, it's an open dot. Where is this going to? Where am I going to in that direction? Infinity. Okay. So if it's an open dot, it's a rounded bracket. So 40 to infinity. Done. So this is how you would graph it, and this is how you put it down. It's called interval notation. Okay. What other questions might we have come across? Get it from your dean later, okay? Do me a favor though, will you print your name and your student number on there?
Yeah. Like my ID number?
Yes. Yeah, ID. Yeah. 12. Number 12. This one, is it x over 4 plus x over 12? This one?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. I have 4 terms, agree? And I have fractions, agree? What's the smallest number that 4, 12, and 6 all go into? 12. So I'll multiply this by 12 over 1, this by 12 over 1, this by 12 over 1, and this by 12. Okay, which is the same thing as 12 over 1. So that's going to reduce. So 3 times x gives me 3x. 12's cancel each other out, so this gives me 1x, which is x. It's going to give me a 2 minus 12. Is that okay? Combine like terms, so I get 4x is less than 2x minus 12. Let's subtract 2x from both sides. Divide by 2. So x is less than -6. Okay. Where is this arrow pointing to? To the left, which is where? What really big left number is there? Infinity. Okay. It's pointing to negative infinity. So let's make our graph. Oh, come on. So I have an open dot, right? It's going left. Right here is -6. This is going to infinity, negative infinity. Now we're just going to rewrite that in interval notation. Negative infinity to negative 6. Is that a rounded bracket at the 6 or square? Is it equal? It's rounded because it's not equal to it. It's not a solid dot. Yeah.
So when it's squared, would it just be one side that's squared or both sides?
Well, it depends. If you're going in between 2 points, if you're ever going to infinity, as it's infinity here, it'll never be square. It's always rounded. Okay, because you can't get there.
But when it's negative infinity?
Negative infinity and positive infinity it'll always be a rounded bracket as you're going to it. Where it's going to be square is if I had this exact same problem, it was written like this. Once I solved it, and it looks like that. That's a square bracket because you have this equal sign right here.
So when there's a negative, like it's negative 6, it would be on that side, and the bracket would be on the side.
Yeah, so what we're doing here is because we're going to negative infinity, we read this from left to right. So I'm going from negative infinity to negative 6.
Okay, so would it ever be on the left side, the bracket?
Yeah. If I had, say, a problem, same exact problem, let's say I had done this. So I just flip the sign. So this is a solid dot going this way. So it goes from negative 6 to infinity. So it's going to be a square bracket, negative 6 to infinity rounded bracket.
Okay.
So it depends which way the sign points. Okay. Any other questions from the homework? Good? Happy? 10? All right, will you do me a favor? Will you make sure your name is on the top of that? And if you're passing that, and as well as anything else forward, make sure your name's on any of the sheets. Pass those forward. And where did my stack of coming around papers go? Did it make it all the way around?
No.
Never got that? Good. Thank you. Got them all? Good minute? Just oh.
Kids can get to English. How do you read? Kids can get hide your read.
We can read anyway. Sweet. Going well.
Have you heard that? Do like it, squeeze it. Start writing in like 0.2 font to squeeze it in.
All right. So this is a newer unit. We're gonna work. What today has is working a lot on these concepts, and I think we're gonna have by the end of this period a pretty good understanding of the work. Oh, boy, I'm sorry. Can't count it. All right. All right, see how we do. So how I'm going to do this is I want you to try it, and then we're going to verify we can do it. Okay? So you're going to try first, and then double check mine. Cool? And then I want you to jot down any notes that might make sense so you have a pretty good understanding of it. So try it first. Go ahead and try it first. So I want you to graph it, and I also want you to write it in interval notation as well. Try it first, see how you did.
Watch the video. Watch the video I have yesterday. Take with the notes. And then if you don't understand, then come talk. But I'll get it.
All right. Item 1. What do you think? So where am I starting on this point? 3. Open dot, right? At 3. Which way am I going? To right. Right is taking us to where? Positive what? Positive infinity. So rounded or square. So watch this. Ready? Starts at 3. Goes to? Done. That's my interval notation.
I did it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay, so wouldn't since you did switch the sign, so if your answer was -3, would you switch the sign?
Well, it's the inequality sign that we're looking at. The inequality meaning the letter is first. My letter is first. The inequality sign tells us where we're going to graph to. So this is first, and this is pointing the direction we're going to shade to.
Yeah, so didn't you say that you switch it if it's a negative?
So if you multiply or divide by a negative, the sign will flip over.
Oh, okay.
But if you add or subtract, it's going to be okay. Cool? Yeah.
So, let's say it didn't stop at 8, let's say it stopped at 27.
Oh, then you shade in between. That's something that we will totally hit upon. Just not yet. Cool. All right, can I move on? All right, try this one. And I also want it to be in interval notation once you solve it. So remember, treat the inequality like an equal sign.
Here's my answer.
Why is it a square bracket on the 10? Yeah.
Because it's greater than or equal to.
Yeah. Get that equal sign right there. That equal sign all day long is why that means that. Okay. Any questions so far? We good.
Scholar.
Can we move on?
Yeah.
Try that next one. Now, careful on the next one. What am I distributing to both things inside the parentheses? -2. Awesome. All right, so I get up to that point. Do you agree with me up to that point?
Yes.
Anybody stuck on that? What do I have to do to both sides to get x by itself?
Divide 2.
Very close.
-2.
-2. So I'm dividing by -2. If I divide each side by -2, the sign has to flip over. Okay? So on this one, if you had -2 down here, that's a open dot or closed dot? Open, because they don't have the equal. Am I going to the right or to the left? Right, so where am I going? To infinity. So if I want to write this as interval notation, where did I start? -2. Rounded bracket or not? Rounded, why is that? Open dot, and it's going to infinity, and infinity will always have a rounded bracket.
What about negative infinity?
Negative infinity will also have a rounded bracket if you're going to.
So,
The
all of-
infinities, either end, will always have rounded because you can't count enough to get there.
okay, so the square bracket is always on the actual number.
The square bracket happens if you have a sign like this or a sign like this, you will have a square bracket at the number.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
But if you have this sign or this sign, you're going to have a rounded bracket at the number.
Okay.
But the infinity will always have a rounded bracket, no matter which
Okay.
one you go to. Making sense? May I move on? Getting it, Oliver? Cool. What do you think? Now can you see how I'm using the graph to go right to interval notation? Yeah. We're reading left to right on the graph. Good. Move on. So graph it as well, because graphing will help you. Agree? Questions?
Is it -2?
Dude! Yes. Oh, yeah, baby. That's a negative, and that's a negative, and that's a negative. Thank you. The reason it's negative is -14/7. Good catch. Thank you.
And it's negative, then doesn't the little sign change?
No, because this still points, this arrow is pointing in the direction we're going. So this is pointing to the right, so this points to the right. Does that make sense?
No, but I'll figure it out.
Okay, look, so see how this sign is pointing right?
Oh,
And
okay,
then
now,
this is pointing right.
yeah.
So once you've solved it and the letter's on the left side, the arrow points the direction you're going to go.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, let's go, boys.
You got it. Yeah. How are x minus 3 being held together? You know this.
A what?
So I would multiply both sides by 2 first. So I'd multiply this by 2 and this by 2. And so that's going to cancel that. So you have x minus 3 over here.
Are you multiplying x with 2?
So I multiplied here, so that's going to cancel that. So then 2 times that. Add 3.
Oh,
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. What do you have over there? There. And sign. Uh-oh.
13.
There you go. So where's that pointing to?
This way.
Okay. So what are you going to have right here? Is that solid dot or closed dot? Solid. Because you have an equal sign, right?
Okay.
What's right there?
That would be 13.
13. What's that going to?
0.
No. Really small number.
0.
Negative
Infinity.
negative infinity. So that's going to negative infinity. There you go. Put a negative in front. All right, so we're going to read left to right to make it. So rounded bracket,
What?
rounded bracket, negative infinity.
Oh wait, no, that's supposed to go over here, right? Or does it not?
No, it stays on this side because we're reading left to right. Comma. I'm going to 13, so put a 13 right there. And is it going to be square or rounded? Square, because you have the equal, so make that a square bracket. Right there, square. There it is.
Smells like
A little different to write on. Yes.
cinnamon.
Thanks for letting me put you on the spot. Star.
Yeah.
Star.
Oh, I
What'd I do? Any questions on this? So this is what the answer should look like.
That's dope.
It smells like
I
cinnamon.
like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. That's
Wow, I think
exactly
that
what
smells
it
good.
is. Yeah, what is that?
We put lotion on.
Oh, okay.
Good job.
Oh,
you did.
it's lotion.
All right.
Wow.
Can we move on?
That wasn't me. I don't have
It was me. Someone was teaching, so I was able to put
It
lotion on.
smells like cinnamon. I would want.
You ready?
It was her. It was a strawberry. But the cinnamon was her.
Keep trying. Keep trying, you guys are.
Like, what's the tablet?
Not me.
Yeah, Daniel, right? Christian. I want to say Daniel. How do you get Christian to Daniel?
I don't know. And the sign flips. Good. Awesome. So.
Baby, go look.
Yeah, baby. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Good job. All right, so here comes.
Wait. Do we have to
I
make
was
the
screwed up with that, bro.
Oh, you can make the line.
Until the end. I don't know how I get 8.
There he goes.
Was that yours? Oh, I was about to say, that smells good.
Well, we all smell pretty in here now.
My hands were kind of ashy today.
I have 600 balls of perfume in my bag.
Perfume?
Questions? Questions. So on this one, added 4 to both sides first. The big thing here.
don't
Don't put it in your face.
You can
He
eat it
says
too.
spotty.
The big thing here is I'm dividing by a negative, so this sign is flipping over. I divided by a negative, so the sign flipped over. You okay? Is there more of these?
633. What? You can eat it too? What?
No, you get the next one.
No, I don't want the next one. Can I do the one?
I could lead you through the next one.
Can I do the one after the next
Perfect. So 35 subtract 7. I think it's 27.
I just
Or
like
28.
draw something on there.
I don't want to know. Ooh, look at this. Like,
There it is. Your
Oh,
southpaw. That's
We
awesome.
have Everett on. Oh my gosh.
Alright.
Love it. Love it. Do we all agree so far? Divided by negative 7. Awesome. I love it.
That would be.
You called me on the last one. What is it going to be, positive or negative 4? And you are so close. I agree. I agreed with the X. I agree with the negative 4. Yeah, make that sign go backwards. So just right over here.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, you got the eraser down.
Oh yeah.
He's got, he just had gun in the classroom.
I said the eraser.
Okay, wait, I'm ready.
Alright, I agree now. I love it. So which way are we starting and where are we going? You were going that way, I like it.
Then we go like negative.
It's gonna burn
Okay,
your
make a nice solid dot there.
It like burns your face.
Okay, don't burn your face.
It won't burn my
And?
face.
It'll burn
It will not burn my face.
Yes, it is.
Start putting it on my face. Yeah. Why'd you do it?
It's his body.
Square bracket, awesome.
Oh yes, I got the square bracket right. Let's go.
There it is.
Because I'm
Good
a
job with
solid.
the infinity
It's
sound. Like
body
it.
lotion, right?
Agree?
It's
Yes,
body
sir.
lotion,
Good
not
job.
face lotion.
Your face is a part of your body, right?
Any questions?
I'll wait for it.
Alright, you're on next?
I think I got it.
You're on? Okay. Hang on.
Can I just draw something?
No.
Why?
Squeeze it.
I'll wait till you copy.
Good? So the big key here is making sure you have that flip sign right there. Ready?
I would.
Subtracting 4, love it. Yeah. Okay, how are X and 3 being held together?
Oh,
Just
got
leave it.
3. I just schooled you.
Oh,
No, no,
you know who's really good at that? Caleb. He's really good at cracking your back.
I did it.
Yeah, I already did it earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Can you do this? Shoulders?
Oh, yeah.
And shoulder.
Get this back here.
Or you like.
Do it! You can do it!
Thank you for the lotion.
Finish that one. Are you done?
I don't know what
Let's see. Multiply by 3, multiply by 3, so you get 6. Okay, you were so close. Where is that arrow pointing to go to?
Okay, wait.
Wants to go to the mall
Every time he gets hit, probably was down.
I don't know what if it's a closed or open thing. I don't
Do I have an equal sign right here?
It's open.
So it's open if there's no equal sign.
Well,
So if you had that, if you had the little sign underneath like this,
oh.
or a little right there.
Oh, okay. And then I don't know how to do that.
I like it. I definitely can tell it's an open dot, and so put a 6 where that open dot is, like just below it. And where's that going? Where's it going to the left?
Infinity.
Positive or negative?
Infinity.
Negative.
Negative, so put negative infinity to the left. So now you're going to read it left to right. So it's going to be a rounded bracket, negative infinity, comma, 6, rounded or square?
Yeah, me too.
Square. Round.
Rounded, why?
I'm not doing it.
Because it's an open circle?
I said,
I thought Lily.
Yeah,
I'm still so confused on
I
the
said your
bracket.
name, but I
But,
said something
I mean, I
after you.
have it. Yeah, wait,
Yeah.
I'm confused on the bracket too.
Bro,
I
it's
don't
gonna be weird on Fridays, so I'm gonna
But, like, how
And
I-
then this is always
Go.
rounded.
all
The infinity ends always have rounded.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird.
It's not a one night game.
I love how only 4 people put their thumbs up today.
I have weight.
Mine
I have weight training.
Can you count, bro? There's 5.
There's 6.
6.
Oh.
There's one in the corner.
Alright.
Yeah, that's my phone.
I don't have my phone. You gotta take it again. Cause you're trash.
So there's push here.
Yep.
So where it be negative?
Yeah, so what, negative 4x? Good. And then negative 4 times negative, or positive 3 is?
Positive.
Is it positive or negative 12?
Negative.
Negative 12, good.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay, you got plus negative 12. I like it, okay.
So it's plus.
Okay, so how do you move plus negative 12 over?
So it's
So what's the opposite of negative 12?
Negative 12.
What's the opposite of that? Plus 12, so plus 12 on both sides of the inequality.
That's 5. Bang.
Let's see. that be?
Let's see. Negative 32 added to 12 is negative 20.
Positive.
What I do? I'm a junior.
Wait, is a senior in next class a
I
regular
feel like
senior? Or
I
is
feel
it
like
sophomore?
super senior.
I forget.
He's a super
Super
senior.
senior. I'm a let's see. How many years ago did I graduate? I am coming up, and in May is 30 years. So this would be I am the ultimate super senior. That would make me a 31st year senior.
Oh my god.
Wait a second.
Oh my god.
Did you go to any of your high school reunions?
I did, yeah.
Does Creek have a high school reunion?
Yeah. So when homecoming happens, usually they have the
Oh my
reunions.
god. Stop.
So I think this year, I think there's like class of
To see where all of
68.
you 15 years.
Yeah.
Or are you bringing to the homecoming dance, Mr. Joe?
I'm running a dance, so I'm me, myself, and I.
Oh, it's like
Yeah,
running the
remember
club.
Running the club.
Okay, now you're running Creekcello.
Creekcello was last year. This year it's gonna be Hollywood.
Who's doing this? Is that Jacob?
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh
Yeah,
my
man.
god.
Cool.
You lost something?
Yeah, I draw a
I'm
face.
actually smart.
I like it. All right, so let's
I
just,
know, right?
I bet
It's
you
surprising.
a dumb job.
I know, right?
let's just double check. So I agree here.
That's a
I agree here.
stereotype.
It's
And
not
I-
a stereotype.
I agree here.
Sample of your hair.
I agree. We added 12. We added 12. So then you add this. I agree. Negative 20. And then the last thing, one little error right here. You're dividing by the negative. So that should have been a negative here and here. So that's going to flip that sign this way. And you had this right. You had this. You got that right. So it's going from, yeah, your answer is correct. Cool. Ha! Good job. Great job.
That's surprising.
No, you did wonderful. How are we doing?
No.
How many more we got?
Wait, I'm confused. Why did the sign flip?
Gotcha.
Wait, can you go back?
I'm going back. Yeah.
We all sing.
Yeah, it didn't flip.
All right. So the sign flipped. This sign right here should have flipped right here. And the
Oh,
reason is
okay.
this was a negative here and here.
Okay,
I like my pink
No,
line.
his graph is. This is his graph right here.
Oh, my
Four more
I like my pink line.
Oh.
All right. Let me finish the last couple. Is that cool? All right. Distributing negative here. Hey, thanks for letting me put some of y'all on the spot. That's awesome. I was gonna try and do that some more if that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna put you in a situation where your peers are
It's
gonna
so
think you're dumb.
satisfying.
They already know you're dumb. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh man, he's burning us, man. It's not funny anymore. All right. So this is a solid dot at 5, going to infinity, right? So I'm gonna go square bracket 5 to infinity. Cool. There's that answer.
So you do square brackets if it's
Square bracket if
Equal
you have
to?
that little equal sign in there.
that's what I thought.
Mine tomorrow will be about less than 20 minutes.
Mine was the whole entire class.
Was it really?
It's Tuesday, right?
Mine was like 40 minutes. Yes.
Mine's our brother.
But
Can I move on?
Yeah.
Last one, right?
Yeah.
What'd I do?
I want to be in your class so bad for Dick what
Stop, please.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
I hate you.
Here it comes.
When you went to orientation
Come on,
and
join
you
us.
had like that.
No, I hate that. Don't do it. I hate them.
Join us. You gotta sing.
Come on, you know you love it.
No, I don't.
You gotta sing to the song.
I don't want to be related.
You can just.
There is our answer. There we go. We good in the hood? Everyone happy? Here's your homework.
Wait, you didn't put the sign on the last one.
I didn't flip it. Oh. Shoot, thank you.
Wait, why did you need it?
Because I multiplied. So this one actually goes this way, 0 to infinity. Good catch. Thank you, sir.
What's the
Right here. Worksheet 2B, 33, 34 will be your homework for this time. Everyone good?
Yes, sir.
Got a minute left?